Is an online business worth it for people who are over 40? Or rather, is starting and building an online business when you are over 40 really worth it? That's the question that I want you and I to discuss today. And this is because online businesses actually provide great opportunities for people who are over 40. You can be able to leverage the power of the internet to be able to monetize your knowledge, your expertise, your skills, or your life experiences. You can be able to package all that and turn them into an online business and be able to generate or make money online. But the question is whether that is actually worth it if you are over 40 or if you're in your 40s. This is because a lot of people, when they get to 40, they start thinking that online businesses are actually a reserve for the younger people, that they cannot be able to do this kind of job, or it is not an opportunity that is worth pursuing. But I'm here to actually persuade you to consider online businesses and be able to tap into the opportunities that the creator economy is providing by being able to monetize what you already know. And in very simple terms, and to be direct and honest with you, an online business is worth it for people who are over 40 or if you are in your 40s. And actually, I do believe that an online business might be one of the best things that you can do to yourself when you are over 40 or when you are in your 40s. And in this particular video, I want to share with you 5 reasons why I believe that having or starting an online business in your 40s is an opportunity that is worth it and something that you should consider today. The first reason why having an online business is worth it when you're in your 40s is that by the time you get to 40 or when you're in your 40s, you have already accumulated a lot of knowledge, expertise, skills, as well as life experiences. And while to you it might not seem to be something that is of value, all those things are very valuable, and you just need to figure out the value that you can be able to provide to the world or to the market that you would want to target. The idea is that what you know is worth something, and you can be able to turn that into an online business. The reality is that while you may assume, which I think is wrong to assume, that your knowledge, your skills, your expertise and experiences that you have had are not important, there are people who would actually pay a lot to actually get what you know, to be able to get that which you have accumulated over time. And it is upon you to leverage the power of the internet to be able to package all that into an online asset that actually can be the foundation of your online business. And that's why I do believe that if you're in your 40s, you should actually turn what you know into an online business. You can be able to leverage the internet and the power of all the things that you have accumulated to build a very profitable online business. If this is the first time that you and I are meeting, I am Joe, and on this YouTube channel, I help people who are over 40 or people who are interested in turning their knowledge, their expertise, their skills, and life experiences into an income-generating online business. And to further help you on this journey of starting your own online business, I have created the Online Business Starter Kit, which you can get for free using the link in the description below. And all I need from you is your name, your email address, and I'm going to send it to you in the next couple of minutes. The second reason why having an online business in your 40s is worth it is that you are relatable to the older audiences. You are relatable to people who are older, who are mature, or who are your peers. And this is because you can be able to speak or talk their language. You are going through the same kind of problems that they probably are going through, or you might be lucky you have solved some of the problems that still the people in their 40s are still struggling with, which means you can be able to speak with authority on those particular topics, on those particular issues, and probably you have a solution you have been able to solve something in your life that you can actually help someone else to solve. And that's the whole idea about building an online business. I am not probably proposing that you go and start getting something from thin air. All I'm asking is for you to look inwards, to look at the things that you have gone through, to look at the problems that you have solved, and figure out a way to help other people to solve the same problem. That is how you are going to actually build your online business, not by, coming up with new things. It's just taking what you have, what is relatable to the people that you want to target, and help them solve that particular problem, provide a solution. And in that way, you can actually lay the foundation of building a very profitable online business. If you would be interested in pursuing an online business or building an online business, I would be very glad to have a conversation with you. And what I am going to do is to put a link in the description below where you can be able to apply or book for, a 60-minute conversation with me. It's a clarity call. It's free, and I'm not going to pitch you anything in that call. It's just going to be a conversation with you, trying to figure out the opportunities that exist when it comes to being able to build an online business and how you can be able to approach it given your specific situation, given what you know, your set of skills, your set of experiences, and probably the expertise that you have accumulated over the years. So if that's something that you would be interested in, feel free to book that call using the link in the description below. The third reason why an online business is worth it when you're in your 40s is that you are authentic. You are speaking from a point of, having done practical stuff in your life, whether that is when it comes to your profession or even in business. When you're in your 40s, chances are that you have had practical application of all the things that you have been doing. You have made practical mistakes. You have made, practical, or you have had practical successes. If you have been building a business, you are not talking from a, a theoretical point of view. You have struggled building the business, and those struggles are actually things that you can package and teach other people. If you are a professional, if you are employed, by the time you hit 40 or when you're in your 40s, you have worked in either several organizations or you have listened through the ranks within one organization. So you have quite a bit of experience in terms of doing the work or being in your career. And that means that when you speak, you are not speaking from, a theory point of view. You are not just, telling stuff that you do not understand. You actually know what goes on. You may not be perfect because nobody is perfect, but at least you would be speaking from a point of, being authentic. And that is very refreshing. You just need to find a way of being able to package what you have been doing and building an offer that you can be able to sell online or that you can be able to use as the foundation of your online business. The fourth reason why an online business is worth it when you're in your 40s is that it gives you an opportunity to learn and grow. If you have been, doing all sorts of things in life, in career or in business, or probably you have not even had an opportunity to be able to work, starting an online business is going to challenge everything that you have known and probably everything that you have done. This is because an online business is very different from the physical businesses that we run. Yes, the principles are probably almost the same, and they are the same in a lot of respects. But being able to build an online business, which is probably different from how you have been, socialized to understand business, is going to mean that you need to learn new things and you also need to grow. You cannot run an online business the same way you run other sorts of businesses. Because, for example, an online business means that you are accessible to people who are not necessarily in your location. That means that your market is going to be, for example, global. Anyone from anywhere in the world can be able to access your business buy your product, or even be able to get your services. An online business is very different from a local shop in your neighborhood. The dynamics are very different. The processes need to be different. And if you have been socialized or oriented in the traditional way of thinking when it comes to building a business, when building an online business, you are going to be challenged in all manner of ways, which will require you to become a better person. Because what I am learning when building an online business is the person you become sometimes is even more important than the business that you are building. So that's an opportunity for personal development, for personal growth, and becoming a better person as you build your online business. The fifth reason why starting an online business is actually worth it in your 40s is that it gives you an opportunity to actually generate income or to make money online. And this might be one of the probably interesting reasons why you might consider to start an online business. Yes, you can be able to make money online. You can be able to add extra income into your already existing income streams. And even if you do not have any sort of income, you can be able to actually build something online and start making money on the internet. This is a very powerful thing when you think about it, that you can be able to build an asset and in the form of an online business and start making money. And the beauty about making money online or building an online business is that it gives you three things that are probably the most important things in your life at the moment. It gives you time freedom, it gives you location freedom, and it also provides you an opportunity to actually achieve financial freedom. What it means is that you can be able to start an online business and do it at the time that you want, from wherever you are, and also be able to make money from wherever you are in the world. And that gives you some form of flexibility that probably the traditional businesses cannot be able to provide. And when you get to your 40s and even older, you start realizing that those are very important things in your life. You want to have time freedom. You want to be able to spend time the way you want. You want to be able to have location freedom. And more importantly, you want to have financial freedom as you get into the retirement age, and probably as even your kids become older, you will need to have that financial security. And what this means is that if you build an online business in your 40s, you can be able to achieve that. It can be able to give you the financial stability that you want, and ultimately it can be one of the things that you leverage to build long-term wealth. And the beauty of it, you are doing it while still having flexibility that you would not necessarily get if you are, for example, in the traditional job market, or you are building a traditional business that requires you to be in a certain or specific location at all times. This is going to be it from me in this particular video. And if you want to learn more about how you can start and succeed in building a profitable online business, watch the video on your screen right now. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not, and I am going to see you in my next video.